Legend of War here, and today we've got a rating your Doomstack video covering a feral Troglodon Doomstack. So we've got a Life Slan in here, a Skink Oracle, a Skink Priest of Heavens, I think he's on an Engine of the Gods, and we got two Skink Chiefs here on Ancient Stegodons. Now, if you're going to go any sort of feral army, you're definitely going to want a bunch of heroes in the army, no questions about it, because you need to be utilizing the Cold-Blooded. The Rampage is the most anti-player crap in the game, because it just disables you from really being able to utilize like good tactics. Like, you might be in the middle of a good maneuver, and then half your units go rampaging, and then they just charge into the most suicidal situation. So Cold Blood is really needed to keep that under control. But, you know, you can only use it once every now and again. Now, this sort of army here might work in this situation. Our strength is definitely speed, but what I'm concerned about with this particular army is that it wasn't built as a perfect team. Like, when you're building a Doomstack is really supposed to be the best of the best, and you're building it to the best of your ability, right? But I'm seeing some stuff here that isn't going to make sense, because like when you build a Doomstack or build any kind of team, you want to be building it based on themes, right? So what we've got over here, and one of our themes that we can utilize here, is speed. We've got 75 speed on feral Troglodons, and so when you use a Life Slan, which previously I would have said, yeah, go full Life Slan, and that's with Stegodon Doomstacks, right? That just take a defensive position. But this isn't a defensive position unit. They're horrible in defensive positions. These are skirmish monsters. And so this Slan is not going to be able to keep up with it. Now, Slans can hide at least in some situations, so we might be able to do that. But another problem here is that putting all of these guys here on Stegodons instead of Pterodons, I think Pterodons would have been better because they could have kept up with the feral Troglodons quite easily. And they can't hide. Anyway, we'll see how we go. We're up against a lot of force here of dwarfs, but we'll see what we can do. But yeah, this is not the sort of army that you can just like YOLO in and just like beat down on. Especially against dwarfs with so much anti-large armor piercing and just anti-monster crap. Definitely need to utilize our speed. So, first thing that we really need to do is get rid of the organ guns. Okay, so let's hide this land, because I can't make use of him tactically at the start of this. And we're going to get into two groups, I guess. So this group here is Decoy. Actually, you go with them. Oh, and these ones here, I should actually hide them in this area here. Maybe I'll send more of them over here. Actually, you should go with them. Oh, no. They're going to need somebody to keep them under control. So I want most of their units to come chase after this. Yeah. Most of the units come over here. We'll go over here, hide. With the, because we can't hide in the trees, but we can hide due to the terrain. And wait until the organ guns are isolated, because we have to get rid of those first. They're going to just wreck us. Now, this battle here is actually a really good opportunity to talk about a few other things. Oh, also, this guy here stalks, which is very useful. This is on large unit scale. And there's a constant debate going on within the community about which unit scale is the most balanced. Now, you should always play on whichever unit scale you find the most enjoyable and what your computer can handle. Okay, we're hiding there. If that is small unit scale, then play small unit scale. The game is fun on any unit scale, right? But I would say that actually I will have one of them encounter because they're moving towards us here a little bit. But in terms of campaign balance, Creative Assembly have said that large unit scale is the most balanced, but I disagree with that. Now, Creative Assembly have never really shown themselves to be actually good at playing the game, at least in terms of campaign. And there's also a lot of things that they get wrong all the time. There's so many oversights in this game, it's very difficult to trust the developers in terms of who's an expert at it, because like, they've made an amazing game, don't get me wrong, but they've never proven themselves good at playing it. So here's the main thing about this game. It's a very difficult game to balance, I understand that. In fact, no unit scale is balanced. But the reason why I say ultra unit scale is the most balanced is because you remove as much wonkiness as possible the larger the unit scale you go. Now, the worst unit tiers in the game are melee infantry and cavalry. Now, on the smallest unit scales, these units perform the worst. And the highest tier units in the game are single entity monsters that can shoot. Now, on smaller unit scales, these units are only reduced in strength by their amount of health that they have. But if they go up against a gun unit on small unit scale, then that gun unit's also reduced in damage anyway. Because there's fewer models, right? But since there's only one model on all unit scales, the actual damage output is quadrupled on single entity monsters on ultra unit scale compared to... on small unit scale compared to ultra. Trying to get at them, but they're just not going for it. So, and also magic. Magic, direct damage magic, which is the easiest magic spells to cast, is just utterly broken on small unit scales. So Spirit Leech, which is normally a joke. Yeah, I'm going into melee there. It's reasonably isolated, but let's just see. Move them around. So we really want to utilize our speed here. I mean, like I said, it comes down to whatever you want to play. If you enjoy large unit scale because you play a lot of multiplayer, and I would say that multiplayer is probably balanced around large, because you're not going to see like spams of single entity monsters when you know, capped at 12,000 gold or whatever. But in terms of campaign experience, like I said, play whatever unit scale you want, but from my personal experience, Ultra is the best, will give you the most satisfying combat experience for most factions. Especially if you do enjoy using infantry. Because if you go small unit scale, you'll find that infantry like die instantly. Most of the time. Because another thing is that morale penalties, there's a damage over, like, how quickly a unit has taken damage penalty. And if a unit has more health, that leadership penalty is mitigated a little bit. But on small unit scale, like, infantry just gets wrecked. So I would say this army here would be a lot better the smaller unit scale you go. And it's on large, so I would prefer it to be on ultra to properly test it out, but it's fine. So it's good here, we're just, you know, picking them off a little bit at a time here. Try to keep, you know what? No, let's lure them away from this land. Just don't have that much use for it. Okay, you guys get over here, shoot these iron breakers. Now what we could do is, if we can wipe out this unit, we can rush over to their reinforcement spot. And... okay, here's lagging by. This is why I said I would have actually preferred him on a Pterodon. Yeah, maybe I can give him a heal. Yeah, we can wipe it out and then get over to their reinforcement spot and get rid of all their really powerful units that they still have coming in. A lot of gyro bombers, I think. So yeah, in this battle here, we really want to make as much use as possible out of the Troglodons, not just rely on magic, obviously. And which I think is the way to go, because... I mean, magic will do a lot of damage to them, but if we micro these guys well, then we should get a lot of value out of them. Because yeah, small unit scale as well, don't forget, their missile damage not mitigated. So if these guys only had 25 units per entity, there's like 2 shots will kill them. Now, nobody ever has said that small unit scale is like the most balanced, but like I said, it just depends on what you like. If you like overpowered monsters, then go super small unit scale. If you like infantry, play on the highest unit scale that you can, because infantry gets more viable the higher the unit scale. Okay, let's get over here. This could be really good for us. If we can kill another one, get 2 units coming in at a time, that would be good. Alright, we got incoming here. That'd be really good to get rid of. Kinda seems like this one here fires while moving a little bit. Okay, get back, get back. No, 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 you stay put. Oh, I didn't select you. Okay, took a little bit of damage there, nothing major. We gotta watch out for when we hit about 25% health, because that's when we start to rampage. Come, okay, cool, got rid of that, get over there. Okay, everybody should not be on fire at will at the moment. Escort them off the battlefield. Hidden units for... Oh, okay, that's because of the guys, so I'll just worry about the slan. Balance of power's looking good. So yeah, this is one of like the most effective ways to defeat the dwarfs if they're bringing in loads of armies. You like lure them around the opposite end of the map, kill off one of their units, and then rush at their reinforcement zone. Really, really effective because they have such a hard time getting back in time because they're so slow. Another one of the reasons why dwarves are not a very strong race in this game. There is so many ways to dupe them. And there's very few ways that the dwarves can dupe the enemy. They're just not a very, like... They're not a cunning race. You know? In a game where cunning is pretty bloody valuable. This is why the Skaven are so good. Arguably the most cunning of the races. Some of the weakest units in the game belong to the Skaven that are actually viable just because you can mess them around with them. Oh, fuck yes. That's so good. Oh, this is so good. Yeah, just kill zone. Cool, get him off. Get him off. This is what we wanted. Oh, so good. Keep them coming. Alright, cool. Alright, no more gyro bombers. Now we just gotta get rid of the artillery here. Alright, we don't need this control group anymore. I think that's the last of their reinforcements. That's a lot of balance of power that they lost for pretty much nothing. Alright. We've still got plenty of wins, so if we could try to make as much use of it properly, that would be good. Yeah, try to give them as close to full health as possible so that it just minimizes the chance of that bloody rampage. Alright, I'm actually going to get the slan out because I want some units to come over this way. Alright, wouldn't be a bad idea to utilize some magic either. What about, like, you're our fastest spellcaster. What could I do? Got the Comet of Cassandora. What should we do? Dispel be useless. Honestly, probably just keep relying on healing. Okay, anyway, they can see the Slayer now. Looks like they're just going to bring the engineer over there, and that's fine. We'll go kill him. We definitely shouldn't run through here. So yeah, Trollhammer torpedoes and the guns are the most concerning units, and we can't just run in there and isolate them because there's Slayers in there and they'll just do a lot of damage to us. And of course, as soon as we go Rampage, it's over. So we got to be very... Not over, but it is a huge problem. It's the biggest weakness of this army is Rampage. We got to do our best to try and make sure that it doesn't occur, and if it does occur, that it's controllable. So, if all of them Rampage all at once, very bad, but if one or two of them Rampage at a time, that's okay. Now, another thing is that I believe a unit can only Rampage twice in a battle. So, yeah, if we can get those Rampages just a little bit at a time, giving these guys a chance to recharge this, eventually we get to a point where Rampage can't occur anymore. Alright, there's also this as well. I wouldn't mind using it. but I gotta get close, and it's not our fastest unit by a long shot, but now would be the best time to do it. Now we just gotta wonder if it was worth the trade-off of doing that amount of damage to have that much damage inflicted on us. Okay, gonna have to leave the Stegodons behind. All of the Troglodons need to make their way over here to kill him. This is what I was saying before. These guys would be a lot better. As much as this is a really cool ability, and I do love Engines of the Gods, I really think that they would benefit more in this situation here on Pterodons. I need the speed. Don't underestimate speed. And the funny thing is about speed is that it's one of the lowest rated stats in auto-resolve. And so people don't really value it that much, but it's very valuable. An example of a unit that doesn't necessarily have amazing stats, but has really high speed, and that's its main value, is Brood Horrors. Brood Horrors are one of the best units in the game, if you know what you're doing with them. Because there's so few units that can catch them. You get to choose your engagement every single time, for the most part. That's why I love them. It doesn't matter how much they nerf the Brood Horrors. Unless they nerf their speed, Brood Horrors are just going to be amazing in my opinion. Okay, getting shot up a little bit, but we can heal. Excuse me. Alright, I think we're going to have to split up into multiple groups again. Yeah, I wanted to get that engineer, but now that the organ guns are at us... if I bring these guys around over here, I might get at those organ guns. This... see, okay. I need a hero. Oh, he's too far away. Where's the other one? Where's this one? Okay, so that's one rampage for that one. Okay, Sladen, get back into hiding. Okay, you need to stick with this group over here. Because they're going to go around over here, get rid of these organ guns. And they're probably going to go on rampage. I need you to move faster. Okay, you lot go around back this way. So if they fail, we'll go around the other way. You lot can just stay over there. So yeah, having the life slant in this situation here is just not really that valuable. Don't hear me say that too often. Because I do love life slants, but that's for, you know, Stegodon stacks. Alright, Bugman Rangers. We can easily beat that in melee, just go for it. And we don't have to worry about them rampaging. See, one of the things I love about Stegodons is they don't have rampage. I gotta get these guys further away from the organ guns. Especially the Trollhammer torpedoes. Alright, we're going in there now. Oh, you know what might work actually? We could probably kill that really quickly. There's more than one. It's gonna go rampaging again. Working on that. This guy's getting too badly wrecked. Moving back. Where's the Skink Oracle? Skink Oracle needs to go with them in case they rampage. Should be fine there. Yeah, getting rid of the Iron Drakes is good. Okay, he's back to hiding. That's good. Get back. Get out of there. Get out of there. We don't have the Stegodons too close here. Get back. Focus on this at the moment. Fuck. Come on, come on, come on. Hurry, hurry, hurry. He's close. There we go. Go, go, go. Shit, you gotta move faster. Fucking rampage. Like I said, huge problem. Get out of there. Out, out, out. Get together. We need to have a bit of recovery. We got a bit of a hit and run there, which was good. We got the better of them, I think. No one died. But we need to recover a little bit. And give our cold-blooded a chance to rest. We're gonna need some heals. Okay, you come over here just so... Shit, one of them rampaged again. I can't do anything about it. I don't have another one ready to go. The only thing I can do is like... Yeah, I can't do anything about it. Like, because his stuff is still active. It takes 30 seconds. I don't know if I can keep this going for 30 seconds. But let's try to keep... No one gets left behind. I don't know how I can do it. It's... I might be able to heal him a little bit. He's just getting slaughtered. No one gets left behind. Get over here. It's fine. Routes. Just don't... rampage. So we get rid of those fucking gunners. Okay, we're out of rampage. Go, 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 go. Everyone get out of there. Get over here. We'll figure something out. Just gotta get everyone together. Get close to the heroes so they can cold-blooded you if we need to. But yeah, the dwarves there inflicting a lot of missile damage to us. We're gonna move faster. Difficult to dodge bullets. That's good, nobody died. Alright, let's organize the most damaged units into a group of 4. Get them together so they can get an Earthblood. And these guys here kind of need to clear this out so that we can get out this way. God, that was a close call with that one. Alright, everybody can go back on fire at will now. Alright, they're sending a bunch of guys over here. That'll be our next target. Go back and hide. Alright, we might have to heal while on the run. Just get them together. Okay, looks like we're home free again. That was a very close call there. We got rid of some of their artillery, but not all of them. Ah, shit. That one's actually walking back to it. Keep this guy back out again. I want those archers to go back this way. Now, I'm pretty sure one of these units is now rampaged twice, so at least we don't have to worry about it ever rampaging again, so that's good. And, yep, they're going back over there, that's good. I guess we could let this land get shot and just use, like, a Dwellers Below on them. That could work. Okay, we're ready to do this next one. Could use Chain Lightning there. Thing is, I'd use this, but he has to stand still in order to use it. Don't know if they want to stand still. Does he have regen? No. They're back on that, but at least they can only activate one of the artillery now. And they're not paying any attention to the last lane. Let's go over there and get rid of those guys. Sending one unit over here to get rid of that organ gun would be a mistake. Let's keep on moving. Okay, have these guys move over this way. And these ones here should all be fine to go and sort them out. Because I still got to keep giving these ones here some heals. Still got plenty of wins. This guy here could maybe even use a regrowth. But yeah, charging in right now would be a huge mistake. Even though the bounce power's in our favor, that doesn't mean just because bounce power's in your favor that you can just YOLO in. A lot of them would die if that's the case. We want to sort of walk out of this one with none of them getting wiped out. Plus, it would also make the battle overall. It would mean that we would have to kill more of them because our bounce power difference would be so severe. Have them shoot a little bit at missile units, that's fine. Actually, no, it'd be better to save the ammo up. Use it for the melee units. Get a lot more use out of it, because that way they can't fire back. Careful, don't run too far back here. Organ gun's going to keep shooting out. Someone might end up bloody using up all of its ammo. But I just can't get at it too easily. Yes, this guy here will get a regrowth. Which will also bring back all of its fatigue. But I don't have enough Winds of Magic really to give everybody a regrowth. Okay, so that worked out pretty well though. Bounce power's looking good. Definitely got the better of them. Just waiting for a good opportunity to use that. I mean, I could use it right now, sort of, but it just wouldn't be a great cast. And we don't really even need to use it in this situation here. Alright, this guy here has healed all that he can, so he's not gonna... He can keep fighting a bit longer, but he can't get any more heals. Alright, this group here will stay with the Oracle, and we're going to get them to go around this way and try to just get a few of them to chase after us. Alright, speed this up a little bit. So, little hit squad over here, big distraction over there. Get rid of these goddamn organ guns. So yeah, didn't wipe out the crawlers, they rallied, but their impact is going to be a lot lower now. No, I don't want them to hide. I want... Hang on. No, this could work for us. This could work for us. They're leaving one of their units behind. One of the organ guns. So yeah, we've got these other abilities here, but it's only useful when we go into melee. This could work. Like, one Iron Breaker and an organ gun, that's easy enough to deal with. But we need these guys, other ones here, to get far away from them. Otherwise, by the time we get there, they're already back over here and it's too much for them to handle. Just wait for it. Seems like that one there is just waiting for us. Also, this gives us a bit of a chance to rest. Now, we've got to be very careful with these ones here. There's no heroes particularly close by them. So if they go rampaging, could really hurt us. This is really good. This is what I was waiting for here. Okay, since this guy here stalks, we'll get him into melee first. They won't see us coming. Yeah, they have no idea what's coming from them. They can't see it. So once he becomes discovered, then these guys here charge in. And hopefully we hit him without taking too much damage. Cool. Because once he goes into melee, they kind of have to stop firing. And they recovered a lot of their fatigue. Let's give these guys here a chance as well to recover. Alright, once again, let the slam come out so that somebody can come over here and chase him. We haven't wiped it out, we ratted it too early. Yeah, they're not the greatest in melee. They should have killed us a lot faster than that. Get back. I think some of the organ guns actually got destroyed as well. Alright, we got a Trollhammer torpedo coming, so it would be good to shoot it. Okay, don't charge in there, that's not going to be good. Right, this guy used up all of his ammo, but that's okay. If I bring these guys over here, charge at the Thunderers, I think that could work for us. Problem is, though, I've only got one hero. If we get multiple units in Rampage, it's going to be a big problem. Alright, shoot at the Iron Breakers. I wonder if this will work, but let's try to get rid of that organ gun once and for all. These guys here need to keep up. Again, another point, needed those Pterodons, not Stegodons here. I feel like these ones are going to go rampaging. We're not too far away from them though. And most of their guns are gone now, so it's going to reduce the amount of damage they do to us. Almost got rid of the organ guns. Okay, now we can actually start justifying shooting at some of these other units. Now that the artillery's been dealt with. And now we can focus a little bit more on melee as well. Especially since they're all spread out. Let's get everybody in over here. We don't need this control group anymore. Poor Skink Priest here is getting targeted constantly by them. It's not going to be great. That one might be a bit better. Good, victories in our grasp. Army losses shouldn't be too far off now. And also, most of the dwarves are really quite exhausted now as well. Yeah, without all that missile damage, they can't really inflict the rampage on us. And even if they do, we're going into melee for the most part. We really should utilize more of our ammo though. We've got so much of it, and it does shred them. Bringing the Slan use his abilities. Now that I don't have to worry about him getting shot by organ guns constantly. Actually, leaving the two ancient Stegodons out here to tank might be a good idea. Because the AI really didn't try to target them at all. I guess they just didn't see them as important. But now they are, a little bit. And there's the army losses. Cool. We walk out of this without really that much damage being done to us. Well, yeah, we could have quite easily fought the rest of them to the death. After we took out all their dangerous units, these other units here just couldn't do much to us. And that's really what high speed is valuable at doing. Getting rid of the most dangerous units so their least dangerous units can be dealt with ease later down the track. Because all of these guys here, if we had attacked at the start, what would have happened is, apart from going rampaging, these guys would have acted as blockers to stop us from getting to the dangerous units. So, against the dwarfs, this was a good Doom stack. Definitely can be better. Definitely can be better. You got it, definitely micro intensive, so you got to work hard for it. It's not something that you can just get an easy win. Because that's the thing about the Stegodons, is that you don't have to work hard for it. You mostly just sit there. Very rarely do you have to leg it and keep running, because they're not particularly good at it. They're not the worst. They can outrun dwarfs, but they can't outrun dark elves, for example. But yeah, as long as you get rid of all the fast units and all the long range units, this can work out really well. I definitely see a lot of situations where this probably wouldn't work that well, but there's no army that's like perfect in all situations, apart from a pompous skink priest doom stack. That's pretty much like even unbreakable units. Like thinking of unbreakable units, like steam tanks. Yeah, no, they could beat steam tanks because you'd heal and you could just go into melee with them. And an ancient Stegodon, Engine of the God, will easily beat a steam tank in melee. And then there's Slayers. And Slayers, you just utilize magic. Get into a blob, utilize magic, and shred them that way. So, I think that went pretty well. And, okay, rating this Doom stack. Let's see. So, it would be better if the Skink Chiefs... For one thing, you should only have one Skink Chief in the first place. Having a second one is redundant, unless it's got, like, a good trait, which doesn't really matter that much if you're not going with a full hero Doom stack. Probably should have gone... It doesn't need Soroskar veterans. Yeah, should have gone one Skink Chief for just the replenishment rate, really, and put it on a Pterodon. Should have gone maybe a second Skink Priest, or a second Skink Oracle, although an extra Skink Oracle doesn't come with Arcane Conduit, so you don't really need it, but it does give you extra Troglodons, which is the whole point of the Doom stack. So, I'm probably leaning towards rating this 8 out of 10. Maybe 8.5, because it was a difficult army to use against an enemy that's not super dangerous. Like, it's fairly easy to dupe the dwarfs. Although a Stegodon Doomstack probably would have struggled with it. I don't know, I still feel like I could have won with it without any casualties. Oh, he's going full Doomstacks in this campaign. Another thing to consider is in Cult of Sotek, so you get the extra 10% physical resistance, which is good. Where's that? Yeah, here. So where was that army? Oh, he's just trying to hold kinds of Doomstacks here. There it is. I don't necessarily disagree with the Slan Mage, but might have been better with... It might have been better with, like, if we have a look at various lords that we can use. I wouldn't go Croxagore. Let's have a look at... Yeah, let's have a look at red-crested skink chiefs. Maybe putting this on a ripodactyl, and then you could... No, actually. Oh, hey, look at that. I didn't know about that. I very rarely get these. Oh, is this a special one? Yeah, it doesn't boost them at all. So no, I probably wouldn't go red-crested skink. What else could we go with? I'm just thinking, what about Saurus All Blood? So you put it on a Carnosaur, that way it keeps up with it, and then you go with Blessing of Itzel, which reduces the upkeep cost of Troglodons and increases their leadership. Which doesn't affect Rampage at all, but Slans don't get this. And if you're utilizing magic with the Skink Oracle, then maybe this would actually be a better choice. Yeah, you go Blessing of Itzel, and then you've got this guy here that's actually able to keep up with them so that you can actually utilize his Cold-Blooded. Whereas I wasn't able to do that with the Slan. Not saying Slans are bad, but if you're going to use a fast army, you need a fast general, or else you got to hide him. So I would say that a Saurus Scar Veteran with this would actually be the way to go. Not a Croxigor, because he wouldn't be able to keep up. You could use Gorok. Not Gorok, what am I talking about? Krokgar. Yeah, you could do that, but it's still good. So yeah, I'd probably lean towards somewhere between 8 and 8.5 out of 10. It's good. Wasn't made perfectly. What are the traits on this one as well? Let's have a look. Pompous, nice. Disciplined, knowledgeable. Hang on, that didn't show us all of them. Disciplined, knowledgeable, and it was pompous, right? Yeah. Well, reducing their leadership by 4 only is not that big of a deal. Thing is with pompous, it's a good trait, but you kind of need to get more of them in order to get the value out of them. They've got, like, increasing returns the more that you do. So getting 1's not that big of a deal. Knowledgeable is always useful. For more winds of magic, of course. And discipline's good as well, for sure. Giving these guys extra leadership and melee attack helps. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to lean towards 8 to 8.5 out of 10. Good army if you want to deal... Actually, I'd say this is one of the better armies to use against the dwarfs if you're playing as lizardmen. So if the dwarfs have formed the Autotide, bringing this sort of army might be okay, but you absolutely have to bring enough heroes to be able to use Cold-Blooded, because once these guys go rampaging, it's extremely frustrating to watch them die. I mean, one of these guys nearly died in that battle. It was a very close call. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learnt something. Leave some feedback in the comments below, letting me know what you think of this particular Doomstack, what you think of the rating, and yeah, appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time, fuckers. Bye.